Hi, hello everyone. Hope you all are doing well with your best of health. This is Sham, and welcome back to again for the new video, which is basic mathematics for physics. Okay, in the last class we discussed about the coordination geometry, and this video we are going to discuss about the graph which is related to straight line. Okay, main thing which is required here we will talk. Okay, any straight line might be you observe the graph like this. Correct now? For these straight lines, we have actually graph in mathematics. Okay, we're going to discuss that graph in this video. For example, we'll take here, this is x-axis, right? And this is y-axis. There is no emergency of learning. Okay, learn properly. Then here, based on the variable, if x is a variable and y is also depending on x variable, then actually we can write the straight line equation as y is equals to mx plus c. Y is equals to mx plus c. Here, each and everything here, it is actually having certain meaning. Okay, actually here x is a variable. Okay, which is actually changing. Okay, if x is changing means y also changes. Correct. Now for that reason we can say this x is independent variable. What kind of variable it is? Independent. We can change any value of x. If I actually change the value of x, based on that y is changing, so we can call this y as dependent variable. Dependent variable means I'm changing the value of x, y value will be going to change. Simply we can say y is depending on the x. Done. Now coming to the point m. Here actually m stands for slope. Last class we discussed about the slope, right? Correct now? That is the slope. Others this slope calculation is also done by help of tan theta. And last one here c. Usually c, what is c? C actually we call y-intercept. Y-intercept means that line where it will cuts in y-axis we call. Clear now? Where that line will be goes in a y-axis, that point is called intercept. It is represented by C. Then here based on this equation, y is equals to mx plus c. Okay, we can write the straight line. For example, I will write here like this. This is a line which I wrote here. For example, based on this line here, look, this is the point. Here it cuts the y-axis. It cuts y-axis. So we call this point as intercept. Okay, which is nothing but C. Okay, now this point is like cutted in positive y-axis or negative y-axis? Positive y-axis, right? So we can call this one as positive value. Okay, in case the line is passing through here, this is also straight line. This is also a straight line. Now check here. Here actually it cuts the y-axis. So the intercept is nothing but C. This value, now will it be positive or negative? Obviously it is cutting in y-axis here, so it is negative value. What if in case the line which is passing to exactly center origin, it is passing through 0, right? At this condition, C value is equals to 0. Like that we have some variables. Based on that, how the graph will be look like, I will explain bit by bit here. Then coming to the point. That is nothing but positive slope. And one more point, you should be very clear that last class I told, last video, slope, it is nothing but measurement of tan theta. Measurement of tan theta. It is measured through simple delta y by delta x, or else we can measure this one by dy by dx. Keep this point in your mind. Okay, now coming to the point, negative slope and positive slope. I told now slope is measurement of tan theta. Okay, If tan theta is negative, then slope is negative. We know one thing here. If slope has to be positive means simple thing, tan theta must be positive. Where tan is positive? If in case line is traveling in first quadrant and also third quadrant, tan will become positive. Otherwise, tan is negative. Simple. If the line which is passing actually through this origin like this, where it is going? Good. If the line is passing through origin like this, correct now? Check once. This is the angle theta which is making from the x-axis. Correct now? Now tell me one thing. This theta is less than 90 degree. Correct now? Here this theta is less than 90 degree. If it is less than 90 degree, then it will belongs to first quadrant. It is belonging to first quadrant. If it is belonging to first quadrant, then tan theta is positive. Here tan theta is positive. If tan theta is positive, then obviously slope also positive. Then means this is the equation, straight line graph, which is actually positive in nature. Hope it is understood. Good. Next point. In case the line is passing like this, like this. Okay, now here from the x-axis, it is making an angle. This theta is greater than 90 degree. Oh, greater than 90 degree. If it is greater than 90 degree, it will comes to second quadrant. In second quadrant, only sin theta and its reciprocal cosecant theta are positive. Remaining all are negative. So we can say here simply the tan theta here in this case negative. Tan theta is negative. If tan theta negative means slope of this line also negative. Slope of the line also negative. Simple. If tan theta positive, slope is positive. If tan theta negative, slope also negative. Hope you are understood this one. Correct? Good. Next, the same thing, we'll go with some other factors. For example, now I'll write 3 lines. Okay, let's check which are positive, which are negative. Okay, now what is the straight line equation by the way? Y is equals to mx plus c. Y is equals to mx plus c. Now we'll go one by one. Okay, first line I will draw here. Correct? This is the first line. For this first line, check once. This is the angle which is making. This angle is less than 90 degree. If it is less than 90 degree, simple here the value of slope, that is positive. Done. Next to that, where it is passing? It is passing through origin. Means intercept value will be equals to here. For this line, intercept value is 0. Agree my point, what I am saying? Intercept is 0. And I will write this value above that line itself. It is better to understand. Intercept is 0 and slope is positive. Correct now? Write my point. That's all. Then how to write the straight line equation for this? Basically, straight line equation is y is equals to mx plus c. Correct now? Here m is positive, so we may write y is equals to plus m x. Intercept is 0, so answer will become y is equals to mx. Means for this line, we can write the straight line equation as y is equals to mx. Hope I think you understood what I told. Y is equals to mx is a straight line equation. Right. Let's practice 2 more. For example, now the line is going here. This is a line. Correct now? For this line, now tell me one thing. whether the slope is positive or negative. Slope is measured through angle. Look, this angle. Again, this angle less than 90 degree. If it is less than 90 degree, slope of this line is positive because tan theta is positive. Good, slope is positive. Next, where it is passing, it is actually cutting the axis in negative y-axis. Correct my point? It is cutting the axis in negative y-axis. So here, intercept, it will be negative. Oh, if it is intercept negative, then how to write the straight line equation for this? For this, we can write the straight line equation. So y is equals to slope is positive. So mx. Okay. And then intercept is negative. Instead of plus c, we need to write here minus c. This is what actually the straight line equation for this blue color. Clear? Good. Coming to the last one here. I'm writing that last line in this point. Here I wrote. Okay. This red color. That's great. Okay. Check once for this line. This is the angle theta. This angle is less than 90 degree. If it is less than 90 degree, then slope of this line is positive. Okay, good. Slope is positive. Then next to that, so next actually, it is actually passing through y-axis at this point. This is the point actually C, which is positive for this red line. Intercept we called. Now, how to write this straight line equation for this red color line? That is y is equals to m. Slope is positive, so we can write here plus mx, and intercept also positive, so we need to write here plus c. This is the equation, straight line equation for that third line. Hope it is understood. Clear? These are all. In this case, actually what we discussed, very important note point. In all these cases, slope is positive. Slope is nothing but here m, that is tan theta is positive in all these cases. But intercept, in a middle case it is 0, and red color it is positive, and the blue color it is negative. Clear? Y intercept is negative here means it is cutting the y-axis at negative y-axis. Here intercept is 0 because it is passing through the origin. Here actually the line passing through positive y-axis. For that reason intercept is positive. Done? Good. Next, negative intercept. Positive is over. Now we'll think about this one. Okay, negative intercept. Again, I will go here with a different axis. For example, one by one. I'm writing the line which is passing exactly here. Okay, first line. Check once. This theta is greater than 90 degree. If it is greater than 90 degree, then tan theta will be negative. Tan theta will be negative. If tan theta is negative, for this line, slope also negative. Okay, and where it is passing by the by, it is passing through this origin. If it is passing through this origin means C value for this line, okay, for this line, intercept is equals to 0. Intercept 0. Now we need to write the straight line equation for this graph. How to write the straight line equation? Sir, y is equals to mx plus c. This is the standard format. Slope is negative. So y is equals to minus mx plus intercept is 0. It is 0. This is the straight line equation for this graph. Hope it is understood. Okay, will you practice two more? Look, I'm writing one more line which is passing here. For this line, check once. This angle is greater than 90 degree. Oh, again it is greater than 90 degree. From x-axis only we are measuring the angle in anti-clockwise direction. If it is greater than 90 degree, slope of this line is negative. That's all. And it is cutting y-axis at this point. This is intercept C. Basically, it is positive y-axis it is cutting. So, what is the straight line equation for this second line you will write here? You can write, sir, y is equals to, slope is negative. So, we may write minus mx, and then intercept is positive. We may write this one plus. Cool. Understood. Good. We'll write one more. Okay. I think everything will be going to cover by these graphs. This is the line which I'm writing here. Oh, exactly right. Okay, let it be. Adjust for straight lines here. Again, with respect to x-axis, it is making angle which is greater than 90 degree. If it is greater than 90 degree, then slope of the graph is negative. Okay, slope is negative. Then where it is actually cutting the y-axis? It is cutting y-axis here. Means intercept value is negative because it is cutting in negative y-axis, right? So what is the straight line equation you'll write for this graph? It's very simple. Y is equals to, slope is negative, sir, mx. M is negative, m stands for slope, minus c. This is the straight line equation for this corresponding. Done? Good. Now, coming to one more point. Slope is positive, agree. Slope is negative, agree. What is the minimum slope? Minimum. For example, here there is a graph. I don't know what is graph. This is nothing I explained here. Okay. For this graph, or as for this line, I will draw a tangent at this point. This is a tangent which I drawn here. Now look this value once. It is tangent at this point. What is the slope? It is a straight horizontal line. Correct now? It doesn't create any kind of slope here. Means here the slope value is equals to 0. Basically, slope is 0. Hope it is clear. Good. In case this is y, by the way, this is x. In case the line is passing parallel to y-axis like this. Okay. In this case, actually with respect to x-axis, what is the angle which is making? 90 degree. Okay. What is slope? Basically, slope is nothing but tan theta. What is the angle it is creating here? Tan 90. What is the tan 90? Indeterminate form. It is infinite, we called. Means in this condition, the value of slope is equals to infinity. Okay. Here angle is 0. So tan 0 0. If it is 90 degree, then angle will be, means slope will be going to infinite. Clear my point? Hope it is understood. Okay, now we'll solve one problem. For example, now I'll actually this is a line which is passing here, straight line, which is making an angle of 60 degree here. What is the angle? 60 degree. Now we'll ask, what is the slope of the graph? Sir, slope, if they given in terms of point, we need to go with the point y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Yesterday I told slope is nothing but tan theta, that is nothing but delta y by delta x, because it is x-axis, this is y-axis, or else you may write this one by dy by dx. Now in the given equation, there is no actually information about delta y delta x, dy dx. There is an information of angle. So slope of the graph can be calculated by tan 60 degree. What is tan 60? That is √3. This is what actually the value of slope. Done. Hope it is clear. We'll go with one more. Now I'll ask question. Okay. Y is equals to 3x plus 2. Y is equals to 3x plus 2. Okay. Draw the corresponding graph for this equation. I will ask. What we need to draw? Draw here corresponding straight line. Straight line. Okay, how to draw the corresponding straight line? Compare this equation with standard equation mx plus c. Okay, this is x axis, this is y axis. Okay, now coming to the point. Here m stands for slope. M here it is 3. Okay, let it be whatever the value, it doesn't matter for us. Positive or negative slope? Slope is positive. Here it is the value positive, right? Correct, na? Positive. So slope positive means it should be less than 90 degree. Means we need to write one line like this. Otherwise we have to write like this. Otherwise we have to write like this. Slope is positive in all three cases. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next to that. Here coming to the point of intercept. This is intercept. Here it is positive. Check it out. Positive, right? Means intercept means where actually that line is cutting the y-axis. Now it is cutting plus 2 means y-axis plus 2 will come here. So this is intercept 0. This line is wrong. This line is also wrong. Then the correct option or else the correct graph for this scenario will be this one. Here actually the value is 2 and the slope value is 3. Understood? And 2 and 3 are wrong. We may remove this 2. Then this is the correct answer. Okay, now going forward, they might be asked, what is this angle? This theta value might be, they will ask. Theta is nothing but tan theta, right? Tan theta is nothing but slope, nothing but m. What is the m value by the way? 3. So we can write here tan theta is equals to 3. Theta is equals to tan inverse of 3. This is the angle which actually it is created over here. That's all. Okay, I draw the graph and I give information of angle also. Hope it is understood. Will you solve one more? Good, good. Listen, the question is very simple here. Y is equals to, not y, 4y is equals to 3x plus 8. 3x plus 8. Now, same thing. I want to calculate first graph. We need to draw graph and then we need to calculate angle. These two things we need to do. Sir, actually we know one thing, the straight line equation is y is equals to mx plus c. Correct. It is in the format of 4y. We'll do one thing. Divide this equation with 4. So it will get here y is equals to, it will be 3 by 4x plus 8 by 4, it is nothing but 2. This is the line which is actually making here. Now check once. Slope, whether it is positive or negative. Slope is positive. And then intercept also positive. Slope positive means the line makes that must and should be. Look, I will write 3. Okay, before I'm choosing, you guys choose 1. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's pause the video and choose the correct line, which is actually represent slope is positive. All 3. Right? And next I will choose, next scenario is intercept is positive. In which case intercept is positive. Here intercept actually negative. Here intercept is 0. Here actually intercept is positive. So these two are the wrong answers. So remove these two answers. Done, 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 done. Correct? Here actually intercept is negative. Here intercept is 0. So correct option will be this one. Correct now? That's all. And now what we need to calculate? What we need to calculate? Wait, here it is. All we need to calculate here, graph done. Angle we need to calculate. Angle is nothing but tan theta. It is nothing but slope. So tan theta is equals to slope value is 3 by 4. So now theta is equals to tan inverse of 3 by 4. What is tan inverse of 3 by 4? Somewhere else we actually solve this one. Correct now? In this right angle triangle, might be you remember, if it is 3, this is 4, it will become 5. This angle we represented as 37 degree. Oh, ho, ho. So theta value is 37 degree. Actually, I practiced this one just 2 videos back. Correct now? Good. Will we move to the next question? Next question is simple. Here actually I will give some coordinates. Okay. First one is, this is minus 4 comma 0. Okay now. Next one, this is 0 comma 2. In these 2 points actually there is a straight line which is passing like this. Okay now we have to calculate what is intercept, and also we need to calculate angle. Okay now, or else we need to write straight line equation. Okay, what are the possibilities are there? We'll calculate everything. Okay, first we'll write straight line equation. Straight line equation is y is equals to mx plus c. Cool, that's great. Y is equals to mx plus c. M stands for a slope, right? We'll calculate m value. Sir, m is nothing but tan theta. Tan theta is nothing but opposite side by adjacent side. Or else you may write this one as delta y by delta x. Correct my point? Look at this triangle. In this triangle, this is actually represent delta y, and this line represents here delta x. Correct my point? Are I correct? Good. Delta y, if I want to calculate, I'm writing here. Okay, m is equals to delta y, y2 minus y1. This is y. Okay, this is x1, y1. This is x2, y2. y2 minus y1, that is nothing but 2 minus 0. x2 minus x1, x2 is 0 minus of minus 4. So it will be plus 4. So answer will become 2 by 4, that is nothing but m is equals to slope value also equals to 2. Where it is cutting in y-axis? It is cutting y-axis in 2. So put the values here. Answer. How to write the answer? Sir, y is equals to m value is 2x plus c. Where it is cutting y-axis? At this point represents here 2. So it will be 2. This is the straight line equation. Straight line equation. Now I'll ask, what is the value of angle? This theta I want to calculate. Sir, that is nothing but tan theta. It is equals to slope 2. So theta is equals to tan inverse of 2. There is no standard angle right now here with us. So we can keep that value as it's 2. Then understood. Hope it is understood. Okay, will you do one more problem? Last problem. I will give this one for your homework. Let's try by yourself, and all the best. Okay, now I'm giving last, it's an homework question. Try by yourself. Here actually there is a straight line which is passing like this. Slope is positive only. This is the point actually which is making here 0 comma 2, and this is the point, one more, this is 5 comma 3. Okay, first thing, right here, right equation. Which equation? Straight line equation. Okay, I will write full. Right. Straight line equation. Second one, explain nature of graph. Good. Third one, calculate angle. Nature of graph means whether it is positive or negative. That's all. Along with the proof you need to put here. This is all about this video. We'll meet in a next video regarding about graph only. We'll do one thing. We'll cover this also in this video itself. It is best. Correct now? Now, listen. Very interesting thing here. Okay now? The thing is here, just I will tell something and we'll move on to the next class. Okay, here at this point, I will draw one tangent. Look at this one. This is a tangent. This tangent actually creating an angle theta over here. Good. Just observe one more tangent I will draw at this point, for this point. Tangent means the line which is actually passing through that surface at one point. Okay. Now here also I will draw one tangent. It is passing like this. Correct now? Like this it is passing. This is angle theta 1. This is theta 2. If I'll pass one more at this point, now tell me theta 1 and theta 2. From A to B, if you are moving, theta is increasing or decreasing? It is increasing. Means if theta is increasing, I'm saying from A to B. Okay. Here in this case, theta is increasing. If theta increasing means tan theta also increases. Obviously, if tan theta increases means tan theta represents here slope, means slope also increases. Okay, in the next class we'll discuss about how actually the slope value will be increase and decrease with respect to any variable functions. Okay, based on that we are going to discuss few good numericals which are related to the physics. Until then, take care. Bye bye. We'll meet in the next video.